Does Honda make the best minivan? We'll find out in today's video. I'll include a link to the Stockton 12 Honda's website in the description down below. I'll also include a link to my car buying guide. Let's get right into it. Under the hood is a 3.5 liter V6 that goes through a 10-speed. Fuel economy is 19 around town, 28 on the highway, with power outputs being 280 horsepower and then 262 pound-feet of torque. I'm trying to hit 500,000 subscribers before the end of the year. I'd really appreciate it if you'd help out with that. Nothing crazy with the color here, but you can see the hood has some cutouts in it. We also have a little daytime running lights, and everything kind of molds together here at the front end. This does also come with fog lights. So yeah, it's got that egg-shaped minivan look, but you know, it's a minivan. Tire wheel setup is 235 by 60 by 18. You've got nice silver on top of the wheels, blacked out trim in the center section. Blacked out mirror caps, you've got some of that chrome trim around the bottom section of the windows. And you can see that the chrome accents make the side profile pop out a little bit more. When it comes to key fob features, we've got our lock and unlock function. You've got the opening for the sliding doors, that's for the rear hatch, remote starts, and then the Honda logo there in the back. Now you have a little 12 volt here in the back, and you can see with the labels that you can stow these seats down. So right now it's in the cargo position is what I'll call it, where you've got more cargo and then you also have the third row. But yeah, if you wanted kind of like a flat loading floor across the back, you can fold the third row down into the cargo area. And that netting is also very useful. Anyways, when you're all done, just press that and that will lower the hatch right back down. Now the taillights do look a little bit more basic in a sense. They're not horrible though. And then you've got more chrome here in the back. This one actually has a receiver hitch too. That will cap things off for the exterior of the Odyssey. This week's giveaway features a limited edition 850 horsepower Mustang Dark Horse, as well as a custom 455 horsepower Bronco Raptor, and $45,000 to cover the taxes on the vehicles if you win. Use code BHC or click the link in the video description or the pinned comment. This will give you 4x entries on any donation, $25 or more. Not only that, these donations go to help both children's and veterans charities. So click the link below. Best of luck and hope to see you in a Bronco Raptor and Mustang Dark Horse soon. Let's now check out the interior. So everything is nicely labeled. I just pulled this handle right here to move the seat forward, but you can see that everything is very descriptive. You can even slide the seats sideways, which is cool. Now the third row is technically adult friendly. You also have a little 12 volt here in the back. But yeah, we've got some vents here in the rear. We've got this like fake stitching there, and then you can see with the windows and everything. So it's a nice place to be overall. And with the bench seat here in the second row, this one is an 8-passenger total. More ventilation off to the left-hand side. You can close the doors with that little button. Legroom in the second row is also good. Got a little storage pocket. We've got some cup holders with USB ports, and then you can actually control the climate zone in the rear with that little doodad up top. Keyless entry for up front, and let's pop in. Blind spot monitoring with the front mirror. We also have memory seats down below, all of your window and mirror controls, and there is some soft touch on the front door panel as well as tons of storage. Soft touch here with the front seat. It is power adjustable with lumbar support. The passenger seat's also power adjustable with lumbar support. To the left of the steering wheel, you've got buttons to close the power doors, open them up too. You can also turn off the power door function if you don't want that on for some reason, and then opening up the hatch. Stability control is also in that area. Soft touch all around the steering wheel. Practical controls in the front face for the cruise control with your lane centering. You've got volume and voice command controls there on the left side. Paddle shifters on the back. And then with the gauge cluster, there's a digital element there on the left side, which you can change what information is displayed. And there is a little snow mode, as well as an econ mode that you can, snow and normal, and then econ mode that you can turn on or off. Just a backup camera in reverse. Resolution with the camera is pretty good. And then as for the rest of the infotainment system, some physical controls there on the side. Quick response time with the screen. It does come with Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. Dual zone climate controls below. You can also control the rear climate from the front. And then below that, we've got some heated seat buttons, shortcut buttons for like auto stop start, snow and econ mode, and then that's for your transmission select with all the buttons. More nice trim across the dash there. And they even have some kind of fancy trim up top. Some USB ports into 12 volts, and this has kind of a open center console, so got lots of space there. Some cup holders, phone charging pad, got more storage there. So very practical from that sense. And then this does come with, almost dropped the camera, sunroof. 2026 Odyssey EX-L, $45,640. Let's see how the Odyssey performs. Odyssey! the EX-L package. I'll review probably an Elite. If you guys want me to do anything else, let me know, but probably just do an Elite. Not today, obviously, but another, when they have one in another time. Now, the Odyssey is an interesting minivan. They're still not doing all-wheel drive, which is similar to Kia's take on the minivan. It's really only Chrysler and Toyota that are offering all-wheel drive with their minivans. Now, Toyota, it's not standard, but most Siennas will have all-wheel drive that you see. They're all hybrids now, whereas this is still V6. And it's interesting to see people's take, because some people are kind of all for the V6 and some people are all for the hybrid. And the hybrid's going to get better fuel economy, of course, but you got a bit less power. And Toyota's hybrids are reliable, but some people still don't trust a 4-cylinder, even though, again, 4-cylinders are pretty reliable. I think part of it's just how the engine performs, right? This V6 with the 10-speed is very smooth. Now, Toyota's hybrid's not bad, but you're just not going to have the same smooth feeling. Now, other than that, seats are pretty comfortable. Honda seats are not like super soft, which I like. I don't like super soft seats because then you kind of sink into it. This is like a nice balance. It's not crazy with the power, but it's smooth. That's the thing that I think is important, is it's smooth. And really, like, need to emphasize that with a minivan, extraordinarily important. I think that's one of the most important parts of a minivan, is having a smooth acceleration. Yeah, look at that, 10 speed's great. Yeah, wonderful. Absolutely wonderful. Yeah, and going over the manhole covers, the suspension's comfortable. They have truly done quite a good job with the balance that this provides. Yeah, it's nice. It's pretty quiet. I don't think this has the double paned. Yeah, no, it doesn't. My guess is that's going to be an Elite feature, having the double pane glass. But this is still pretty quiet. So to cap things off with the Odyssey EX-L. I like the engine. Like I said, the performance is strong, it's smooth. I wish it had all-wheel drive. Minivan automakers, every single one of them needs to have all-wheel drive. Not having all-wheel drive in today's world is kind of silly. More than kind of silly, it's really silly. It's just a huge missed opportunity. But yeah, aside from that, I mean, this seems to be pretty reasonable. I mean, in today's world of crazy car prices, but pretty reasonable with the price and the features. And this is probably the sweet spot for most people at the Odyssey, because these seats are going to be easier to clean than perforated seats. And it's got some luxury, but it's not too over the top, right? Again, it helps keep the price a little bit more reasonable, a little bit lower. So let me know your thoughts on the EX-L and just the Odyssey in general. I think it's one of the better minivans. I just think that, like I said, Honda's missing out, and they'll say, oh, if you want all-wheel drive with third row, just get a Pilot. It's the same thing that Kia does with the Telluride. Listen, listen, listen. Some people need a minivan. That's what works, is the minivan, not an SUV, minivan. Just because of the sliding doors and the space and everything. So not offering all-wheel drive is just, and giving that excuse, oh, just get the Pilot. No. What the person will do is they won't just get the Pilot, they'll go and get a Sienna. So if you want to quit losing customers to Toyota, Honda, all-wheel drive, get her done.